On this week's episode, we're taking it back to one of my favorite releases of 2019. Wow, I can't believe it's been 3 years since this episode first aired. Enjoy this timely throwback about navigating difficult holidays. Let's start the show.
Wow, Sinatra.
Another day, another dollar. I'm saving just to be broke. They said college was serious, but my degree feel like a joke. 4 years or less, I'm saying I got it done. No playing, just to end up at my mom's after I told her I wasn't staying. Well, here we are. No question, I'm a star. Just got some light years to travel, but it's just so far. But I'ma make it though. Make sure you get your focus right. You coming too? It's about to be one hell of a ride. Yeah, this adults and stuff is crazy. They ain't warn us about this. I'm supposed to live my best life on an unpaid internship. I'm supposed to find my husband. Everybody running game. I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same. Went from worrying about on flow to running from Uncle Sam. Now I understand why student accounts never gave a damn. Saving accounts be slipping, trying to work out, but I'm tripping. I forgot health insurance. Oh, I'm my mom's until I'm 26, so I gotta pay these student loans. That's adults with the score doing the most. That's adulting. Moving out of mom's house. That's adulting, but it's all gonna work out. That's adulting. I need a legal side hustle. That's adulting, cause these bills got me in trouble. That's adulting. Journey's course is never planned. That's adulting. So just leave it in God's hands, cause that's adulting.
Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the School of Life podcast. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday, and whether you spent time with family, took a vacation, or just cuddled up with a book, I really hope that you enjoyed yourself. And if you were out there tearing up the stores and breaking the bank on Black Friday, child, bless you. I would take extra times to pray for you and your strength. Look, I don't think I have it in me. I'm learning that I'm more of an online chick. Like, you can find me in my bed, my PJs, shopping online, unless there's something I just absolutely need to get. Like, Victoria's Secret was having a buy one get one free sale, and I just had to go to the store, to make sure it was, for one, real, and two, to try on some things. So I got out for that the day before, but other than that, child, I am not the Black Friday chick. I do think that once I have kids, my attitude will change, but hey, I don't know. But if you were out in the madness, hit me up on Instagram, because I want to know what your experience was like. Help me to feel more comfortable and confident in potentially getting out there in the madness, because it's looking real slim for your girl. Real slim. And if you weren't out there, hit me up and let me know what you did on Black Friday, or even for the Thanksgiving holiday. I know not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving, and not everyone has a festive family. Not everyone even likes holidays. So just hit me up and let me know what you did and how you spent your time off work, if you got time off. Actually, today my episode is about, how the holidays aren't the same, and just how things feel different nowadays, and some of the feelings and emotions that people go through when the holidays do not feel the same. So I'm really excited about the episode. But before we get into the good stuff, y'all know I have to let you know what's going on in my life and share my teachable moment for the week. So your girl has been going out, okay? Like, multiple days in a row. I have been in these streets. For the most part, anyone who doesn't know, I'm a homebody, well, kinda. So it's been refreshing to just be out, meeting new people, and really enjoying life. There have been a few changes in my life that have felt a little shaky, but y'all know where my faith lies, in the good Lord. And let me just say something about faith and having faith. Get you some, boo. Today. Period. This thing called life is hard work, but I promise, with faith the size of a mustard seed, you can't lose, and you won't lose, because some of the stuff I've been going through, there's no way that I can do this on my own. So yeah, with my faith and my positive attitude, I've just really been enjoying everything about life nowadays in this season that I'm in. I have been very super intentional about being present in moments and just really enjoying those moments. And that's really what my teachable moment is this week. To be present in moments No stress, no anxiety, no heavy thoughts. Just be present and watch how that changes your attitude and even your life. So often, when I used to go through stuff that I felt like was just beating me up and would break me down, I would let that consume me and affect every single thing in my life. But most recently, I feel that I have grown and I'm just present and I'm taking it all in and I'm there. I'm just existing in that moment, enjoying whatever that moment is. And I encourage you all to do that as well. So, as always, I hope things in your life are going well. I don't really have a whole bunch of updates except, I've been going out and having a good time. So yeah, stay encouraged and begin to look at life through some of the teachable moments I share, because it will really make a difference. So let's hop into today's lesson. I already said I'm really excited about this episode, so I'm saying it again, but the topic is just very personal and near and dear to my heart. All week I have been trying to find just all the right words and get my thoughts out with full transparency and getting some facts and just trying to be really, really prepared. So today we are talking about why the holidays just don't feel as joyous for people anymore and how to deal with that if you experience those feelings. So take out your notebooks, open your notes app in your phone because School of Life is in session. I don't know about y'all, but the holidays just do not feel the same anymore. Between daylight savings time, seasonal depression, which I'll actually be doing an entire episode on next week, and my dysfunctional biological family, I get in my mood sometimes around the holidays and I'm like, I'm going to head out. Look, just like the SpongeBob meme, that's me. Like, I'm going to a cave and I'm sitting there until the new year when all of this madness is over. And honestly, as much as I wish I could do that, I can't and I will not. And if you felt that way, you shouldn't either. I've personally had to come to grips with the fact that yes, my biological family is a hot mess, like in shreds, hot mess. But you know what? There is good in my situation, and as long as I have breath in my body, I will find the good in any situation, or I will at least try to. And for me, my good is that I have been so blessed with godparents and God sent family that loves me unconditionally, provides for me, has my back, and has always made me feel a part of their own families. And don't get me wrong, it is hard sometimes, especially around the holidays, because who doesn't want to be around their family? Like, who doesn't want to be in the presence of their cousins and aunties and uncles? Like, all of those feels we want, but sometimes life does not deal us those cards, and we have to find the good in what we are blessed with. I know personally I have struggled over the last maybe like 3 years with just really combating my feelings of not belonging in a family and finding my footing in the families that I have been blessed to have as like extended families. It's just been a lot of learning and processing and all of that. And I think sometimes it makes it harder because I vividly remember all the times that my biological family would get together at my great granny's house and we would literally turn it up. Listen, Granny had a big 4-bedroom house with a formal living room and a den, and every holiday was celebrated at her house. Actually, a lot of stuff was celebrated at her house, like birthdays, parties, just everything. I remember getting my first press and curl at her house, like pull up a chair to the stove press and curl, not a silk press, ladies. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but this is the hot comb. You put it on the stove, and grandma had that blue magic. Yes, that happened at grandma's house. So y'all can only imagine, like, you probably have a granny's house that everything happened at. So this was my great grandma's house. Like, it was the house. It's the big brown house. We had a swing on the porch. The memories are just coming back. But the point in saying all of that is that I remember those things and I have those memories. And so when the holidays roll around and it's all about family, sometimes I get sad because I don't have that anymore. What I do have is the memory of how everyone's smiles were warm and the house was filled with love and everything was so pure. But over time, so much has changed. Grandma passed away, and that's a whole nother topic about how, like, when your family glue, as I like to call it, leaves this world, it's like no one wants to step up to be the glue, and I have no idea why. But anyways, grandma passed and the family lost the house, and then people stopped speaking to one another, and child, they still don't speak, and that's a hot mess. But I remember those great memories, and around this time, they just honestly make me sad, and they used to make me so down that I would go into isolation and just shut myself off from almost anybody and everybody. Like, I would still talk and like be myself, but I wasn't present, kind of like I was talking about in my teachable moment. Like, I just was not there because I was so stuck on what I didn't have that I was kind of missing, you know, what I had gained in my new extended biological families. But one thing I've learned is to deal with those feelings but not dwell on them. I have become so comfortable acknowledging how I feel, except I do that now in a healthy way. And that means like taking a day or two just to be alone and process my feelings, but not getting so deep in them that I'm stuck there all holiday season. And people are like, what's wrong with Jay? And honestly, I think that's where many people go wrong. Like, I am not a licensed therapist or anything. This is just my personal opinion. But I think that many of us go wrong when we get in a place mentally and we stay there. You think of that memory and then you just stay, you get stuck. And before you know it, a week has passed and you texting your friend like, girl, I haven't felt like myself. Well, yes, sis, you went somewhere and you got stuck. Listen, I'm not saying it's not okay to go there. It is. Like, dwell on those memories, smile, laugh, take a day to just remember the fun times, but don't stay there. And honestly, y'all, I went there a few days before Thanksgiving, actually maybe like a week before Thanksgiving, and I was in my bag, okay? Like, one minute I was fine and dandy and I was happy to spend the holidays with my godparents here in Atlanta. The next minute I was going to go get a hotel room and do Thanksgiving by myself. And then the next day I was crying. Like, Jay, get it together. But mentally I said, you know what? No, ma'am. You can have this moment to process your feelings and let it all out, but we are not staying here emotionally. So I acknowledged my feelings and I gave myself a day, and boom, I came out of that space because I did not want to like talk myself into a depression and into isolation. And for me, giving myself that space to process my emotions meant not really talking too heavily on the topic, not being alone too much, doing things that I like to do, like getting my nails and toes done, going shopping, even eating whatever I wanted to for those couple of days. I'm supposed to be like, you know, getting my fitness life together, but check back in 2020. But that's what it looks like for me. I know everyone's day or moment may look different, but I'm just trying to encourage you to do whatever you need to do. Like, I wanted an ice cream cone. I went and got me an ice cream cone because it made me feel better. And I don't care what anybody had to say. I needed an ice cream cone in that moment. Little things like that help me to just sit, decompress, and enjoy what I do have right now, like this ice cream cone. Getting to this point, though, has truly been one big major thing that has helped me get through the holidays when they felt extremely hard. And I've had some hard holidays, honestly, since I was maybe 17. I'm 24 now, so it's been a few years where the holidays just have not felt quite like holidays. And Holidays can be hard for people for a number of reasons. I know my reason is that my biological family is a hot mess and they know it. But for you, it might be that you lost a loved one, or that you had a bad memory. You had a tragic accident that happened on a holiday. Like, I don't know what it could be for different people because we all have our own lives. But holidays can be hard and they are hard. And it seems like the older we get, the harder they become. I don't know if it's me or what, but I am trying to combat that, with some positivity and just really counting my blessings and realizing I have more than what some other people may have, even though I feel like I don't have a whole bunch or I don't have what I used to have. So, whatever it is, whatever you're dealing with, I want to share my top 7 tips for coping with the holidays and with feeling heaviness and whatever you may be feeling during this time that isn't joyous. So, number 1, give yourself time and space to process your emotions, including being alone if that is what you need. And we kind of just talked about that a few minutes ago. Like, it's okay to process your emotions and to have those emotions and to let it out, cry it out, whatever, but don't get stuck there. That is the biggest thing. Do not get stuck in those emotions because it will become harder and harder to get out of them as the days go on. Number 2, don't be afraid to say no to invitations if they are not what you want to do. Simple. We are creating boundaries for our lives from here on out. We're not starting in 2020. We're starting today. Whatever day you're listening to this podcast, start today with your boundaries. If you don't want to go because it'll trigger you, if you don't want to go because you're not comfortable, look, child, no ma'am, no sir, you don't have to go. Number 3, try a new holiday tradition. So travel, have a Friendsgiving, do something different that you want to set as a tradition. Although my God family had traditional Thanksgiving dinner here on Thanksgiving at the house, I attended 2 Friendsgivings that week and they were amazing. Like, I had an amazing time at both of them. So do new things, whether that's with your friends, with your loved one, with your boo, your kids, whoever it is. Try something new. Number 4 is focus on activities that fulfill you, including self-care. Now, self-care looks different for everyone, so just find what works for you and honey, get it popping. I am not going to sit on here and tell you not to take a bubble bath and all of that. You do whatever you want to do. I know how my self-care looks for me, and you should know how yours looks for you. Number 5 is seek out professional help. That's important, and don't be afraid to get some professional help if that's what you need. If you're looking for a therapist, I will tag this in the show notes, but check out therapyforblackgirls.com, and you can put in your insurance, you can put in your state, you can put in what kind of therapist you're looking for. Like, you can filter all of the categories and it will populate therapists in your area who are licensed and just all of that amazing stuff. And the founder of that also has a podcast, so I'll just tag all of that in the show notes. She's super amazing. But yeah, get professional help if you need it. Number 6 is do acts of kindness. And listen, this is the one, okay? This is my one. I love giving to people. I love supporting people, and I love being selfless. And I can say when I do for others, I just feel so much better about myself, because 100 times out of 100 times, when you're giving your time and your energy and even your money to people who are less fortunate, it just kind of reminds you of how many blessings you do have in spite of, and I have no idea where my giving gene comes from, but I love it. I really, really do. So I highly recommend number 6, do acts of kindness. That is my one for sure. And then number 7 is really simple. Y'all all can do this. Remind yourself that, baby, you will get through this, point blank, period. Okay? Listen, as long as there's air in your lungs, you will make it. And that's just my belief. That's my motto. This will not hold you down for too long, and it won't keep holding you back from enjoying the holiday season. So no matter what you're going through this holiday season, know that you are not alone. I know for so long, I really felt like it was just me out here feeling the way I was feeling because of everything that has transpired with my biological family. But child, it's a whole gang of us out here. Holiday healing gang, stand up, okay? I cannot begin to even count how many posts I've seen talking about this topic and talking about, holidays just aren't the same, and when the family strength passes away, everything kind of just falls apart. Like, it's so many people over the last couple of weeks who've been tweeting it and sharing it on Instagram. And I'm like, wow, it is not me. It's not just you. Like, we're in this together. So I just felt the need to share some tips about ways that you can cope with those feelings and share some ideas and share a part of my testimony about, hey, my family is crazy as crazy can get, but I'm still finding joy in my new family and my extended family, and just finding the little things that I can hold on to that aren't necessarily replacing, the memories I have with my family, but just adding to them now in this season. So in all that you're feeling and going through, know that you are not alone, okay? Never, especially not with me as your friend. You can ask any of my actual close friends and they'll tell you, Jaye does not let you do things alone, okay? So you can't. But I hope that something I've said has resonated with you if you are feeling the way that I was feeling and have been feeling over the last couple of years. Look, this adulting thing is hard, and the older I get, the more I realize that family is really just another dynamic of the puzzle that I have to learn how to navigate. I think as a child, I just thought, hey, this is my family. This is how it goes. XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3. No, ma'am, that did not happen at all. So I'm learning. You're learning. We're in this thing together. And as we continue to grow stronger and become better adults out here, y'all know I am in your corner. But before we go, I have to give you some homework because we are all about elevating around this thing. So this week, I want you to take one of the tips and just apply it to your life where you need it. If holidays aren't hard for you, just check on someone who's close to you, who you know might be having a hard time, because you never know how much your check-in, a call, or a text may mean to them. And if the holidays are hard for you, honey, I just gave you 7 good tips that work well. Let me see. I've done all of them. I've done all of the 7 tips, including seeking professional help. So choose one of the 7 and just try it out. See how you feel. Try it out and let me know how that works for you. So that's all for today, friends. I feel like this episode was extremely quick. Like, did I not talk a lot? I feel like I did, but whatever the case, I hope you are continuing to kick life's butt. I hope you are praying, drinking your water, minding your business, all of that. And as always, if you need me, y'all know where to find me on Instagram. Slide in my DMs. I'll be praying for y'all and thinking of y'all. Until next week, talk then.
Gotta pay these student loans. That's adults with the score doing the most. That's adults moving out of mom's house. That's adulting, but it's all gonna work out. That's adulting. I need a legal side hustle. That's adulting, 'cause these bills got me in trouble.